Children, we will start with the lesson Atoms and Molecules, Roman letter 7, the problem. Calculate the number of water molecules present in 1 drop of water which weighs 0.18 gram. So a droplet weight is 0.18 gram. We have to calculate the number of water molecule present in 1 drop. What is the weight of 1 drop, children? It is 0.18 gram. So first, given. What is given, children? Given is the droplet weight. The given mass is equal to the given mass of water droplet. Water drop is equal to 0.18 gram. So what we have to find? The number of molecules. The number of molecules, water molecules present in a drop. That is in that drop. In that drop. Okay. In a drop which weighs 0.18 gram. Is it clear, children? Okay. First, we have to write the formula. So this is given. Next, I'll write the formula. What is the formula? Number of molecules. The number of molecules is equal to Avogadro number. Children, be careful with the spelling. Avogadro. Don't write AVA, AVO. Okay. Into the given mass divided by the gram. It is water. Actually, it is a molecule. So, gram molecular mass. Gram molecular mass. Is it right, children? So, number of molecules is equal to Avogadro number into given mass by gram molecular mass. You all know the value of Avogadro number. I have told you several times. So, Avogadro number is known. Given mass is known. We have to find the gram molecular mass of water. So, second A. We have to find the gram molecular mass of water. What is that? See, children, water H2O. Now, how many H are there, children? 2. What is the mass of one hydrogen atom? It is 1. Plus, how many oxygen are there? 1. Into the atomic number of oxygen is 16. So, how to calculate gram molecular mass, children? How many atoms? The number of atoms of hydrogen, that is 2, into atomic number of hydrogen, plus how many atoms of oxygen are there? 1. So 1 into the atomic number of oxygen. So that is equal to 2 plus 16, that is equal to 18 gram. Okay. Now we are going to substitute here in this formula. So number of molecules is equal to, what is the Avogadro number, children? Avogadro number is 6.023 into 10 power 23. 6.023 into 10 power 23 into, what is the given mass, children? It is 0.18 gram. 0.18 divided by, what is the gram molecular mass? It is 18. So this can also be written as 6.023 into 10 power 23 into, see here, there are 2 decimals here, the same digit, children, 18, 18. Okay. So, into 0.01. I'll show you. See the rough work. Actually, 0.18 divided by 18. How it can be written, children? 18 divided by 2 decimal. That is 100 into 18. Now, this get cancelled. So, we get the answer as 0.01. That is 1 by 100 is 0.01. So the answer is 6.023 into 10 power 23 into 0.01. Now what we have to do is, listen here, we can multiply this. See here, 0.06023. We have multiplied 2 zeros here into 10 power 23 molecule. 10 power 23 molecule. 10 power 23 molecule. So is it right, children? Let me repeat it. Given mass of water drop is equal to 0.18 gram. So we have to find out the number of molecules in a water drop which weighs 0.18 gram. What is the formula? Number of molecules is equal to Avogadro number into given mass divided by gram molecular mass. Why I am saying molecule? Because water. Water is a molecule. So you should not write gram atomic mass. You have to write it as gram molecular mass. So first we have to find the gram molecular mass of water. How we have to find the gram molecular mass of water? We have to multiply the number of atoms. See here, for hydrogen it is 2 into the atomic number of oxygen, plus oxygen it is 1 into the atomic number of oxygen is 16. All these details will not be given in the question paper. You should be very thorough with all these things. So that is equal to 2 plus 6, that is equal to 18 gram. So substituting, we will be getting the answer as 0.06023 into 10 power 23 molecules. The second question, nitrogen plus hydrogen gives 2 ammonia. The atomic mass of nitrogen is 14 and that of hydrogen is 1. They have asked what is the value of 1 mole of nitrogen, that is in gram, and 3 mole of nitrogen in gram and 2 moles of ammonia in gram. So we will move on to the answer for the second question. See the equation. What is the equation given? N2 plus 3H2 gives 2 ammonia. So nitrogen plus hydrogen gives ammonia, and the atomic mass of nitrogen is 14 and that of hydrogen is 1. This is given. This is given. What they have asked, children? They have asked to calculate 1 mole of nitrogen. See here, 1 mole of nitrogen. Actually, listen here carefully, children. Here there is no number. So 1 mole of nitrogen plus 3 moles of hydrogen is equal to 2 moles of ammonia. So this we have to prove by showing all the atomic masses or the molecular masses. We have to calculate the atomic masses and the molecular mass, and we have to prove the equation is right. Okay. First we will take 1 mole of nitrogen. 1 mole of nitrogen. 1 mole of nitrogen. Okay. Now listen here, children. Why I am writing 1 mole? Because here there is no number. So I am writing it as 1 mole of nitrogen. How we have to calculate? Keenly watch, children. First you multiply. First you write this particular number. The number of mole. How many mole, children? It is 1. Into the atomic mass of nitrogen. What is atomic mass of nitrogen, children? It is 14. Into the number of atoms, 2. Let me repeat it. 1 mole of nitrogen. First what you have to put? You have to put the number of moles, 1. Then the atomic mass of nitrogen, that is 14. Then the prefix, that is the suffix that is given here, that is the 2. See here the number of atoms. So what is the answer, children? It is 28 gram. Next, 3 moles of hydrogen. H2. What is the rule, children? First we have to write the number of mole. See here 3 into. What is the atomic mass of hydrogen? It is 1. Next, how many atoms are there, children? 2. So this becomes 6 gram. Let me repeat it, children. Here the equation, listen here, 1 mole. See, there is no number. So you have to write it as 1 mole of nitrogen reacts with 3 moles of hydrogen to give 2 mole of ammonia. In the question, they are asking to show this equation, that is the equation calculation, as a right one. So we are going to calculate each and everything. 1 mole of nitrogen. How we have to write? First you have to write the mole, that is number of mole, 1, into the atomic mass of the element, that is nitrogen, that is 14. How many atoms are there, children? It is 2. So 1 into 14 into 2, that is equal to 28 gram. 3 moles of hydrogen. 3 into, what is the atomic mass of hydrogen? It is 1 into 2. So totally it is 6 gram. Now, the last, 2 moles of ammonia. 2 moles of ammonia. Okay. First, we are going to calculate the molecular mass of ammonia. How to calculate molecular mass of ammonia? See here children, first we will calculate for this ammonia. Then we will multiply by 2. Okay. So first, what is the atomic mass of nitrogen? It is 14. Okay children, N. Next, what is the atomic mass of hydrogen? It is 1. How many atoms are there? Here it is 3. So 3 into 1. So that is equal to 14 plus 3, that is equal to 17 gram. 1 mole of ammonia is 17 gram. When you multiply 17 into 2, why I am multiplying 17 into 2 children? It is 34 gram. 2 moles of ammonia. So we have to calculate the molecular mass of ammonia first. How will you calculate? The atomic mass of nitrogen is 14. How many nitrogen are there? Only 1. So 14. The mass of hydrogen is 1. How many atoms are there? 3. So 14 plus 3 into 1. Ultimately it becomes 17 gram. So 1 mole of ammonia is 17 gram. Here we have written 2 mole. This is very important. Here 2 mole. So 17 into 2 becomes 34. Now look here children. This is very important. The final step. The final step. See here. N2 plus 3H2 gives 2 ammonia. Okay. So this is the equation which is given in the textbook. Okay. Now we have calculated each and everything. 1 mole of nitrogen. 1 mole of nitrogen is 28 gram. See here. 28 gram. Plus, what is the answer for 3 moles of hydrogen? It is 6 gram. 6 gram gives, what is the answer for 2 moles of ammonia? It is 34 gram. So 1 mole of nitrogen, that is 28 gram plus 6 gram is equal to 34 gram. Hence, it is true. Now the third question, calculate the number of moles in number 1, 27 gram of aluminium. Number 2, 1.51 into 10 power 23 molecules of ammonium chloride. Okay children, see this is the question. Now children, first you have to remember one thing. The mole, it will be in just a number, it will just be a whole number or a decimal number. Okay, so what is the formula for it? Number of moles is equal to mass of the element by the atomic mass of element. So first we have to write the formula. Number of moles is equal to mass of the element, because only element is given. So accordingly you have to select the formula, divided by atomic mass of the element. Atomic mass of the element. So 27, and what is the atomic mass of aluminium? It is actually 27. So that is equal to 1 mole. Is it clear? So number of moles is equal to mass of the element divided by atomic mass of the element. So it is 27 by 27, that is equal to 1 mole. This 27 value you have to be very clear with that. That is, you have to know the atomic mass of each and every element, and also you have to know to calculate it. Number 2, 1.51 into 10 power 23 molecules of ammonium chloride. See here we have the number of molecules. So the formula changes here as number of moles is equal to number of molecules. Number of molecules, that is given number of molecules, you can write like this, given number of molecules divided by the Avogadro number. The spelling, be very careful children, Avogadro number. See children, don't put A here, it is not it is actually Avogadro, but when we pronounce, you use the name as Avogadro. So be very careful. Okay. Now, what is the value given? 1.51 into 10 power 23. Okay. What is the Avogadro number given? It is 6.023 into 10 power 23. Children, just do the mind calculation. In 6, this is the rough work. In 6, half is 3. In 3, half is 1.5. So, from 6, for getting 1.5, 6 when it is divided by 4 times, that is fourth quarter, that is when it is divided 4 times, you will be getting 1.5. See here children, 1.5, 1.5, 1.5, 1.5. When you add it, you will be getting 6. So now you see the first 2 digits, 6 and 1.5. So directly you put it as 1 by 4, that is equal to 0.25 moles of NH4Cl. Is it clear children? So first you see the given question, and then accordingly you can frame your number of moles formulae. Number of moles is equal to mass of the element divided by atomic mass of the element. Here number of moles is given number of molecules divided by Avogadro number. On the whole children, we will be getting a simple whole number or a decimal number. The next question is Roman letter 8, high order thinking skill question. They have given an equation children. See this, CaCO3. What is the name of this compound? It is calcium carbonate. Calcium carbonate. Okay. On heating, that is on heating, calcium carbonate decomposes to give calcium oxide. Calcium oxide, and what is this? Carbon dioxide. Calcium oxide and carbon dioxide. Now, they have asked 3 questions children. Calcium carbonate, when it is decomposed, that is it is decomposed on heating to give calcium oxide and carbon dioxide. So, we have to put this triangle for heating. Okay. See the first question children. What is the first question? How many moles of calcium carbonate are involved in this reaction? Children, just see what number is there before the calcium carbonate. How many moles of calcium carbonate are involved in this reaction children? Only 1. So the answer is 1. Is it clear? The answer is 1. Okay. Next question. How many moles of carbon dioxide are there in this equation? Where is carbon dioxide? It is here. What is the number before it? Nothing is there. So automatically it has to be considered as 1. So what is the answer here children? The answer is here 1. Is it clear? The answer is 1. Next question. What is the gram molecular mass of calcium carbonate? How we have to calculate the gram molecular mass of calcium carbonate? So first, for calculating calcium carbonate, you have to know the atomic mass of calcium, carbon and oxygen. So what is the atomic mass of calcium, carbon and oxygen? For calcium, it is 40. And for carbon, it is 12. Oxygen, it is 16. Children, you have to be very careful and very thorough with these atomic mass, because it is not given in anywhere of the question. Only when you know the atomic mass, you can calculate the molecular mass. Okay. Now I'll show you how to calculate the molecular mass of calcium carbonate. See here children. Just write CaCO3. Okay. How many Ca are there children? How many calcium atom are there? Only 1. So 1 into 40 plus. Next is carbon. How many carbon atom is there? It is 1. 1 into the atomic mass of carbon is 12. Plus, how many oxygen atom is here? It is 3. This 3 belongs only to oxygen. This 3 belongs only to oxygen. Be very careful children. So 3 into 16. So listen here children. 40 plus 12 plus 48. So when adding, we'll be getting 100 gram. 100 gram per mole. So this is the answer. Children, this is the 4-mark question. This is very easy. See here, how many moles of calcium carbonate are involved in this reaction? So only one. Only one. How many moles of carbon dioxide are there in this equation? Only one. How will you calculate the gram molecular mass of calcium carbonate? You have to know the atomic mass of calcium. Calcium is 40, carbon is 12, oxygen is 16. So how many calcium atom are there? 1. So 1 into 40 plus 1 into 12 plus 3 into 16. This 3 belongs to oxygen alone. It does not belong to C. Okay. So 40 plus 12 plus 48 and the answer is 100 gram bar mole. This is very important. Now we shall move on to the 9th Roman letter. First question, how many grams are there in the following? There are 4 subdivision given. So children, this is the repeated question asked in the board exam. So children, watch keenly. The same formula, the same method, it will be somewhat easy for you. Okay. Now, first we will write the formulae in all the 4 cases. Calculate the gram. What is gram? It is mass. Mass is equal to mole into, actually it is a molecule. Okay children, so see here, in all the 4 cases only molecule is given. So mole into molecular mass. So write here too, mass is equal to mole into molecular mass. First write the formula. Mass is equal to mole into molecular mass. See here children, mass is equal to mole into molecular mass. Now, we are going to substitute the values. Okay, watch keenly children. Now listen here. First you write the number of moles. What is the number of moles here? 2. Okay, into. Is it right children? 2 into. Next, here, how many moles are there here children? It is 3. So 3 into. What about here? How many moles are there here children? It is 5. So 5 into. What about here children? It is 4. So 4 into. Okay. Next, what is the thing? See here children. You just consider the atom. The number of atom here. How many atoms are there here in the hydrogen molecule? It is 2. Let me repeat it children. First 2 stands for this mole. Next 2 stands for the atom. Atom at the end. So here you see here children. How many atoms are there in the chlorine molecule? It is 2. Here it is 8. Good. What about here? It is 4. Let me repeat it children. First you write the number of moles. Multiply it. Next you write the number of atoms. See here 2, 2. Here it is 8 and here it is 4. Next multiplied by the mass. Mass of hydrogen. What is the mass of hydrogen children? It is 1. What is the mass of chlorine children? It is 35.5. What is the mass of sulfur children? It is 32. And what is the mass of phosphorus children? It is 31. Okay, 31. Is it clear? So now children, everything is there in the question. What you have to know children? See, the mass of hydrogen is 1. The atomic mass of chlorine is 35.5. The atomic mass of sulfur is 32. And the atomic mass of phosphorus is 31. Only these values you have to have it in your mind. Now I am going to multiply it. 2 into 2 into 1, that is 4. And since it is asked how many grams, you have to put G. This G is very important children. If you forget to write G, then you will lose your mark. Next, 3 into 2 into 35.5. So ultimately it is 3 into 71. See here, 35.5 into 2 is 71. So the answer is 213 gram. 213 gram. Now, see here children. 40 into 32. So what is the answer children? It is 1280 gram. And see here children. 16 into 31. That is equal to 496 gram. So this is a very easy question children. Roman letter 9. First question, how many grams are there in the following? You have to write the same formula for all the cases. Mass is equal to mole into molecular mass. First you have to write the number of moles present in each cases. Next you have to write the number of atoms. See here 2, 2, 8 and 4. Next you have to write the atomic mass of hydrogen. So what is hydrogen? It is 1. For chlorine it is 35.5. And for sulfur it is 32. And for phosphorus it is 31. Put the answer and write the unit as gram. Children, next we will move on to the second problem in the 9th Roman letter. Calculate the percentage of each element in calcium carbonate. Okay. This is a very important problem and a very simple problem. First step is to we have to calculate the molar mass of CaCO3. That is the molecular mass of CaCO3. Molecular mass of CaCO3. Already we discussed the same problem in the last Roman letter. Let me repeat it children. So what is the atomic mass of calcium? The atomic mass of calcium is 40. The atomic mass of calcium is 40 and carbon is 12. Oxygen is 16. All these things you have to keep it in your mind. Okay. Now how many calcium are there children? 1 into what is the value of calcium? 40 plus how many carbon atom are there? Only 1. And what is the atomic mass of carbon? It is 12 plus how many atom of oxygen are there? That is 3. 3 into 16. So 40 plus 12 plus 48. That is ultimately 100 gram. So the molecular mass of calcium carbonate is 100 gram. Children, calculate the percentage of each element of CaCO3. We are going to calculate the percentage of calcium, percentage of carbon and percentage of oxygen in each case. Okay. Now, first step is to calculate the molecular mass of CaCO3, which we have already discussed in our last problem, the same problem. Okay. So we have found out as 100 gram. Now, we are going to see the second subdivision. Percentage of calcium in CaCO3. Next, Roman letter 3. Percentage of carbon in CaCO3. Number 4. Percentage of oxygen in CaCO3. Let me repeat it children. First step is to calculate the molecular mass of CaCO3. Second step is to calculate the percentage of calcium in CaCO3. Third step is the calculation of percentage of carbon in CaCO3. Fourth step is calculation the percentage of oxygen in CaCO3. So how to calculate the percentage? The percentage of calcium in calcium carbonate is mass of calcium divided by molar mass of CaCO3 into 100. Is it right? Now, write the same formula as mass of carbon divided by molar or molecular mass. Mass of CaCO3 CO3. Don't forget to put into 100. Here, mass of oxygen divided by molar mass of CaCO3 into 100. So into 100. So now watch keenly, children. What is the mass of calcium? What is the mass of calcium? It is 40. Divided by what is the molar mass of calcium carbonate? It is 100 gram. Into 100. So the percentage of calcium is 40 percentage. Next, for carbon. Listen here. What is the mass of carbon? It is 12. Divided by the molar mass of CaCO3 is 100 gram. Into 100. That is equal to 12 percentage. And for oxygen. What is the mass of oxygen, children? Now children, for oxygen, you should not get confused with the 16. Okay. Actually, the number of oxygen present here is 48 gram. Is it right? So, 3 atoms of oxygen are there. So, I have specifically mentioned as 16 into 3. 16 into 3 is 48. Okay, children. So, be very careful while writing this problem. You have to write it as 16 into 3. When you just write calcium 40, carbon 12, don't write as oxygen 16. You have to write 16 into 3. So 16 into 3, update 100 cancel panna, will be getting 16 into 3, that is equal to 48%. So 40 plus 12, it is 52. 52 plus 48, so totally we get 100 percentage. The next question is, calculate the percentage of oxygen in Al2SO4 thrice. Children, this is a complicated formula. Let me explain you. Al2SO4 thrice. Now, how many Al atom are there? Aluminium atom are there? Al is 2. And now the complication comes here in the sulfate, that is SO4 3. Now, sulfur, actually here it is 1 and oxygen it is 4. Cleanly watch, children. This 3 is applicable for O and also S. Okay. So this 3 is applicable for O and also S. We have to cross multiply it. So how many Al atom are there? Al atom are 2. And what about sulfur? Sulfur is 1 here. 1 into 3, that is 3. And oxygen 4 into 3, that is equal to 12. Okay. Now you have to be very clear with this particular thing, children. Next, this is the basic thing which is not present in your book. Now, we are going to calculate the molar mass of first thing Al2SO4 thrice. For this you have to know the atomic mass of aluminium, that is 27, oxygen 16, sulfur 32. Okay. Now the first thing is over. Now children, see here. How many aluminium atom are there? See here. 2. 2 into 27. 2 into 27. Plus, how many sulfur atom are there? See here, children. 3 into 32. Plus, how many oxygen atom are there? 12. 12 into 16. Is it clear? Now it becomes as 54 plus 96 plus 12 into 16. 12 into 16, that is equal to 192. Okay. Now 54 plus 288, that is equal to 342 gram. Now The second thing what we have to calculate is the percentage of oxygen. The percentage of oxygen. The formula used is mass of oxygen divided by molar mass of Al2SO4 thrice into 100. Children, here you should not get confused. What is the mass of oxygen here? How many atoms of oxygen are there and into its mass. So how many atoms are there? It is 12. So 12 into 16. So what is that? See here children. 12 into 16 divided by 342 into 100. Is it clear? 12 into 16 divided by 342 into 100. Now we will do the rough work here children. See here, 12 into 16 divided by 342 into 100. Okay children, so 6 times, this is 171. As this is divisible by 3, it is 2, and this is 57. So what is the answer children? The answer is 2 into 16, that is 32 divided by 57 into 100. So 32 by 57 is 0.5614 into 100. So now I am going to write the answer 0.5614 into 100. So the answer is 56.14 percentage. Is it clear children? Let me repeat it. Calculate the percentage of oxygen in Al2SO4 thrice. Al2SO4 thrice is a complicated compound. See here, first you have to know the number of atoms of aluminium, sulfur and oxygen. How many atoms are there? This is the number of atoms. 2 atoms are there for aluminium, and for sulfur actually it is only 1, but the number which is outside the bracket, it is applicable for those elements which are inside the bracket. This 3 is applicable for both oxygen and for sulfur. So sulfur is 3, oxygen is 4 into 3, you have to multiply. So 4 into 3 is 12. Next is we have to find the molar mass of Al2SO4 thrice. So for that you have to know the atomic masses. This you have to keep it in your mind children. So by substituting all these, we will be getting the answer as 342 gram. Second thing is the percentage of oxygen calculation. It is calculated by mass of oxygen divided by molar mass of Al2SO4 thrice into 100. So don't get confused children. Don't forget to put 12 here, because mass of oxygen is actually 16. But here we have 12 atoms. So that is very important. This 12 is very important. So 12 into 16 divided by 342 into 100, and I have shown the rough calculation here. So on doing it, the answer is 56.14. The last question, calculate the percentage relative abundance of boron 10 and boron 11 if its average atomic mass is 10.804 AMU. Children, first what is average atomic mass? Average atomic mass of an element is calculated by adding the mass of its isotopes. Okay children, by adding the mass of its isotopes and each multiplied by their natural abundance. So boron 10 and boron 11 are the isotopes of boron, and they have their own natural abundance. அதாவது boron 10 வந்து இவ்வளோ % தான் உலகத்தில் இருக்கும், boron 11 வந்து இவ்வளோ % தான் உலகத்தில் இருக்கும் அப்படிங்கிற மாதிரி they will be having their own natural abundance on the earth. So average atomic mass ங்கிறது we have to add the mass of isotopes which is multiplied by their natural abundance. Now they have given the average atomic mass. We have to calculate the percentage relative abundance. அதாவது atomic mass is given, we have to find out their natural abundance, on the percentage of their natural abundance of the earth. If the problem is clear, children? Now, okay. Now we'll move on to the solution. See here. Let B10 and B11 be the isotopes of boron. N, the abundance, that is the relative abundance of B10 is equal to X percentage. So normally, what will happen about B11? B11, sure, it will be 100 minus X. So this is the first thing you have to understand, children. Let boron 10 abundance, we will assume it as X percentage. So boron 11, it will be 100 minus X percentage. Okay. Now, what is the formula for the average atomic mass? Children, listen here. See. X into 10. What is this X? This is the percentage. X into 10. What is this 10? That is this boron 10. Plus, how much amount of boron 11 is present? 100 minus X of boron 11. So, into 11 divided by 100. Children, let me repeat this formula. See here, first you have to write the abundance. Actually, we doesn't know the abundance, so we have assumed it as X. X into boron 10. So you have to write only 10. Plus, what is the percentage of boron 11? It is 100 minus X. So 100 minus X into 11 divided by 100. Now children, see how I am bringing this equation. 10 into X is 10x plus, see here, 100 minus X into 11 divided by 100. And what is the average atomic mass? Actually, this is average atomic mass. It is given in the question. What is the value, children? It is 10.804. Now I am putting here 10.804. Okay, children. Now I am going to equate this equation. See here, I am going to cross multiply this 100 with 10.804. So what it will become, children? That is 1080 is equal to 10x plus 11 into 100 minus X. So now listen here, children. This is the value of X. Okay. We are finding out the value of X. Now listen here. 1080 is equal to 10x plus, I am multiplying this 1100 minus 11x. So that is equal to 1080. See, 10 minus 11 is minus x plus 11. Okay. So, listen, we will bring the x here. X is equal to, that is, x is equal to 100 minus 1080. Therefore, x is equal to 20 percentage. Children, let me repeat it, children. First, what I am doing, I am just assuming the percentage of boron 10 as x and boron 11 as 100 minus x. So, இப்போ உங்களுக்கு ஒரு டவுட் வரும், இது ரெண்டுத்தையும் ஆட் பண்ணா actually 100 வரணும். So, ஒன்று வந்து x ன்னு வச்சோம்னா இன்னொன்று வந்து it becomes as 100 minus x. Now, the average atomic mass formula I have given, x is the percentage into boron 10 plus 100 minus x is the percentage of boron 11 into 11. 11 is this one divided by 100. This value is already given. So we are calculating the value of x. We are calculating the value of x. We are calculating the value of x. So 10.804 is equal to 10x plus 100 minus x into 11 divided by 100. Is it clear, children? Now we are going to cross multiply 10.804 into 100. So it becomes as 1080. Just I am taking only the 4 digit. So I'm just rearranging this equation. 10x plus 11 into 100 minus 11x. Now bringing the x here, I'm getting the x as 20%. Now when x is known, what is the other one, that is y, that is here? B10 is 20 percentage. So B11 is equal to, see here I'm substituting here, 100 minus 20, that is equal to 80 percentage. Is it clear, children?